This is Susie J. Cobwebs, and today I am going to get down into the darkest secrets of the newbie author tag. If you're not familiar with them, there are about 13 questions that I answer just so you, as the audience or my tribe, would like to get to know me. Now, if you haven't already known, this is my writing channel. I actually do different aspects of starting a brand from scratch to writing channel to doing writing prompts, fictional and journal writing, and do establishment reviews and restaurant reviews, and a lot of videos also have my bird Nika in them. So I hope you check those out too. These are things that make me happy, which in turn building my brand, building my tribe, and learning to do what makes me happy as my passion, and that is a writer. Speaking of writing, yes, I am an author of Betrayal in the First Degree. It is a first book of a 4-book series, so this is out in the bookstores, which you can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and whatnot. So be sure to get a copy of it. Now, let's get down to these author tag questions. Number 1. How did you find out about Authortube? Well, let me tell you, I have a lot of different types of connections when it comes to the social media platform. I'm actually on Facebook. I actually have SJC Writing Group. And I also have Nika's World. In the meantime of all that, a lot of my connections have brought out Authortube. And so as I did my research on that, I realized that that would be something that I would be totally interested in, and try to connect with other authors or other readers to try to see what they like to do. What genre do you write? I actually write young adult or young adult modern. Yes, I understand that that is a bright, huge umbrella. However, these are easy read. This is feel good. This is a little bit romantic, but has certain twists and turns. And I'm just trying to get out there and to involve a couple different genres out there. What is your preferred writing tense, POV, or category of story? I would say I like to write in the present tense. I have the book series that I'm writing now. It is in present tense. It is in the recent times, and it is the point of view of the main character, which her name is Janae McKine. And it is all about her life and what happened to her and how did her family adapt and what could potentially happen to her family. And this is something that you have to read the book to get to know. Okay, so are you a pantser, a plotter, or a plancer? I'm a little bit of a plancer. So, I don't know if you know the differences between these, but I am more of a plancer. I am one that could pick up a notebook. I use a lot of notebooks. I could pick up a notebook and just start writing. As you can see in my notebook, I could just start writing and writing and writing. And this might not be all in the same book, but this could also be something that I will need in the near future, of a rough idea of what I'm going to have in my book in my head. Then when I get to that particular section or get to that particular chapter, and then I can actually put it together as a flow. Are you a self-published, published, or not yet published? Hello everyone, I am a published author. I went through Page Publishing, and they did a great job, and they are going to be doing my book 2 once it's ready. What is your literary agent, publishing company, and printing company that you use? That is actually Page Publishing. Page Publishing is a place where I got my editing done, my book cover design, my page design, the printing, the distribution, everything is in a one-stop shop there. And they did a great job for when they did Betrayal in the First Degree. What kind of Authortube related video should we expect to find on your channel? Well, I actually do a lot of different writing tips and ways to make yourself happy and feel the need that this passion that you have inside of you to bring it out. I have actually writing prompts, journal writing, and different things like that that could help you. And these are all for beginner and or expert writers, which they are 5-minute writing prompts. When did you start writing? I know this sounds so cliche of saying that I started as a young child, and as I grew up, things like writing unfortunately got thrown on the back burner. And once the kids grew up and I got myself into a place where I was able to have the patience and the sit down time to actually sit down and concentrate on writing, that's when I became a lot more serious of the writing process and publishing process and whatnot. What is the first story you ever wrote? Now, the first story I ever wrote actually did have the McKinds in there, which is in the book that I have published. And this was the original story that I once had back in high school. Let It Go. Unfortunately, the McKinds got thrown on the back burner because, well, life happened. Then when I got into college, I had to do a college essay or a college project, and the McKinds came back into my world. So they've been around for a long time. You gotta make sure that you check out the McKind story. What authors inspired your writing? Although I am very inspired with Stephen King, I love his writing. I love his way that he does the process of writing. I'm not a huge fan of horror, but you know what? Take that as you wish, that's a preference. And I also like Nicholas Sparks. Nicholas Sparks also has very good writing and very good processes of writing. So these are two that I have watched from day one to make sure that I can grow in their footsteps. Do you have a scheduled writing sessions, or do you write when you want? I have a little bit of both. In the mornings, I get up early, I have coffee, I hang out with my bird, and I'll sit there and write for a little while. I go to work because I do work from home. If I have time at night, then I will write at night or on the weekends. All depends what I feel is comforting to me. Or if something comes into my head, I'll just write it down. I'll jot it down. Even if I'm out doing some type of entertainment, I'll take a picture of it because I know later I am going to write about it because that was something that I wanted to put in one of my novels. Do you use a computer, typewriter, or write anything on paper? Absolutely. I am a fan favorite of written with pen and paper. I haven't written a typewriter in such a long time, but that is a doable thing. Not that I do it now. And I also do my main drafts on my computer. So by the time that maybe I only have access to my notebook, I'll write whatever I need to write in my notebook. And maybe there are times where I don't really want to think on the computer, but I will transcribe all the stuff from my notebook into my computer because I will get to that later. So I have many different ways to accommodate me and my writing. What are you most looking forward to now since you are a part of the Authortube? I want to connect with other authors. I want to see if there's a better way of doing things. Let me shine some light on some of the subjects that I am great at, so we can connect as a group, as we can connect and getting the positive vibes survive. Because this is a solitary hobby. And if you can maybe get a little bit of extra help in maybe finding a POV or writing something more on your work in progress, on your novel, or what's a better connection that you can have a conflict in your book, or how many subplots do you need in your book to make it more exciting? These are so many different questions that Authortube, as in people that are writers, wannabe writers, publishers, they all can answer. And that's what I'm here for. If there's any other questions that you would like me to answer, by all means, write them in the comments below. And if you like these videos and you want to see more of these videos, go ahead, by all means, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and hit that post notification button so you can stay on top of all the different things that I post. And to the next time, love you bunches!